Tropperette. Trapperette. Tropperette. Sounded like I'm talking in foreign language. Funny how the human body contorts and contracts at the strangest times, producing the strangest results. Just come off as foibles in our minds, but are they really foibles, or is it just some kind of inherent perfection trying to come out? I don't know. Anyways, here's the reflector I built last spring, springish, a few months back. I harvested this ancient disc off the side of the house and covered it with aluminum foil. As you can see, I got a gallon jug of well, it's peppermint is what it is, and the reflector is dialed in so it's reflecting the sun. You just point it in a line, you know, kind of keep it angled in the sun like so, and then what it does is it heats this mix up, and inside there's peppermint, ground up peppermint leaf. You can see it right here. I'll do a close up. You see the ground up peppermint. You see the little flakes moving around. Let me get on the other side. You probably see it better. You see little flakes down here moving around. It's because the water's heating up. Anyways, all this peppermint gets leached by the water, and what happens is two things. The peppermint oil comes out, separates from the leaf, and the agua flores. So we have three things going on. The solid plant material that's brownish, those are the peppermint leaves and the root that's ground up, the actual branches with the oils in them. And then you have the agua flores, which are contained in the leaves themselves once they get dried out. Those were leaves that I harvested off the ground at the foot of the plant. So these other leaves, and I'm baking them right now to see what I got, what kind of mix I get out of it as far as the content of the oil. Looks pretty good so far. I use these plastic bags because I don't have them still proper set up yet, and I'm working on it. In here I dry up the leaves, and once I harvest them, I don't want the oils escaping though. I just want to cure the flowers, bruise the leaves. See how it's like, see how they fall off? It's about right. It's about the right dryness right now. You don't want to over dry it. You don't want to dry the leaves all the way out. You just want to dry them so they'll crumble up real good. And when they do, they turn brown. Then you can see these stalks. See these stalks? It's all peppermint. I can smell it. Anyways, the sun really wreaks havoc on this plastic fast. This right here is rosemary I'm processing. And as you can see, the plastic's already deteriorated just because of the sun. This thin plastic does not last long. Here's another bag of peppermint I just put down the other day. As you can see, I turned it over, roast both sides, but it's quick. You can see right here. Listen to the. They're not brittle yet. They're not snapping, but they bend. You can feel how cured they are by bending them. Feel the stiffness. You don't want them snapping, then they're too dry. But just about to that point, I found out. And then here's my tomato plants. It's got fruit. You can see this has got fruit. They all got fruit now. Various fruits popping out. I keep them here in the partial shade so they don't get cooked. So right now they're in the sun, but they're not getting too much sun, hopefully. Anyways, I keep them watered. So here we go back again to the peppermint. I know I'm multitasking, but that's the way I do it. Anyways, you can see right here the color let me take this out, throw this junk away in my hand. We'll take this out and just fashion this little keeper here with a rubber inner tube, and this is from a bike, just water container holder. But I could put this up here, you could see better the consistency of the mixture just by going around it, you can see. And so it's taking on a reddish brown pepperminty look, and those flakes will just, it's like a tea, and that's exactly what it is. It's a peppermint type of tea, but it's very, very, very strong and concentrated, and so all the oils will be contained in the agua flores, and we'll separate those, and we'll have our peppermint oils, and we'll be able to process those into the various types of things we want to do. Some of them will involve using the peppermint. You can use it in cooking, in candies and soaps. You could use it in manufacturing all kinds of things, not just lure making, although that's one of the things I have in mind to do. The other thing is hopefully to finish these traps up this week. I gotta get some more wire to do that, put the back ends on these things, and get these bad boys out of here. I got so much stuff to do. I've been not well. And then these right here, I still have this to contend with. This is a new design that I come up with on the triggering, the door trigger right here with that number 9 rod. It's just very simple. It's basically a giant I-beam with a bend right in the middle. It forms a C-loop, and it connects to the swing door. That's it. The animal passes through, knocks into the door, and the trap springs, springing the 2 end doors to come down. It's just such a simple design. I'm gonna build these other ones out like that. I just have not been able to field test it, and my trapping license runs out tomorrow, so they didn't send me an application for a new one, just the report. So I have to give them another email, try to get my application. I don't know, maybe it's time to think about getting out of the state and going trapping someplace else. I think that I've always entertained that idea. Go up to Oregon or Washington, someplace with a lot more water, where I can more fully test and develop these muskrat devices that I'm interested in developing. But right now we're doing this coyote box trap. It's just been slow, and there's not been much of a need to get going on it, but I think this week is the week I'm going to have to try to finish these up, and along with getting another couple little projects underway, including fixing my motorcycle so I get on the road. It's just been a long, hard slog for me these last few years. I've had a lot of responsibilities and a lot of issues come up, but we keep on trucking. Okay, what else can I show you? As long as we're making videos. Well, it's just super hot, people get unmotivated. I got some lure going on down here still. You can see it's not a big batch. It's just, I got 3 different types right there. Those sardines in the end, that looks pretty choice and juicy, nasty. Raccoon lure, raccoon, fox, cat, whatever. Fish, fresh fish. And the middle one, that's a bobcat lure. It's really It's really aging good. You can see it. Here, let me pull this out. This is some really layered out aging stuff. Talk about smell. I smelled this last night. It's good stuff. Oh boy. Then we got this. This stuff smells just like Carmen's canine call. I swear, down to a T almost. But see how it's separated out into the various layers of oils and goo. Anyways, you shake that up. This started out, this is cherry musk. It started out red, got worked by the sun and turned into a creamy. See how it's separated out as well? And the chunks of musk down here at the bottom. They just shake it up. You got them all through there. Chunks of, that's real muskrat musk. No joke. Castor, I don't mess around. I don't use artificial stuff. It's all natural glands and ingredients and oils, essential oils. I do not use chemicals in my production. It's all green. If your kids were to get into it and drink some of it, it wouldn't kill them. It would just make them probably throw up. And same with the pets. And I do that for a reason. I don't want any chemicals in my lures. I want them to be environmentally friendly. So I make all my baits and lures to be environmentally friendly now, so they can be biodegradable and also edible. That's important. All right, this is Trapper Ed, working on some more solutions for humane answers to pest control and trapping in Southern California. Have a nice day. We got one more day of June and then it's July. Onward and upward. Happy 4th coming up. Trapper Ed.